Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where we are currently going after Mexico and also Guatemala, as it turns out. So we'll see if anybody decides to try to stop us. For right now, we aren't expecting... Russia stopped damaging relations. That's interesting. Mexico began conscription and Guatemala did as well. No shockers there. We should have troops arriving at this front soon. Mexico began mobilizing, as expected, and we are continuing to construct here. We do dip a little bit negative financially. This is to be expected, to be honest. Completely and totally expected. We have an opium input goods shortage. We have low market access in a number of locations that we should look into. Can we import any opium? That's a negative. Okay, so we should look into that market access. We are constructing in most of these locations. We should build one in Durango for sure. And let's see. Yep, the rest of this looks good. We need one in Maine. Okay, that's fine. So we'll get that all underway. Oil was discovered in Arkansas. Sure. Do we have oil rigs in Arkansas already? We don't. So I'm going to build both of those so we don't have to auto-expand it. There's only two of them, and I put them in at the bottom of the tier. Russian Central American interest activated. Russia's making some moves here. France is leaning towards Mexico, and actually France did side with Mexico. So we'll see what ends up happening there. I don't expect France to be that big of a threat to us. 2794. Yeah, probably not. We may need to get these guys mobilized up. France began mobilization. Austria declared neutrality. It looks like nobody else is really thinking about joining this. That said, we're a ways away from the war yet. So we'll keep that in mind. And looking at this right now, Mexico, even with France here, is still fearful. That's a good sign. We're holding these guys in reserve for the moment. And do we have battalions in reserve? We actually do. Where are they? Hypothetically, they are in the Dixie HQ. Almost entirely. There's 5 in the Central American HQ. This guy's Pacific Coast, Midwest. This guy is... Where are your troops from? He is Dixie, but... Is he the Dixie guy? I'm not sure. Whatever. We're quite negative financially right now. But that's because we're building all these naval bases, and so our investment pool is building up substantially. We should have these naval bases done very, very soon, to be honest. So I'm not too concerned about that. Is Mexico going to back down here? They're still fearful, even with France involved. We'll see if they decide to have war break out or not. I'm going to go ahead and mobilize these guys. For the moment, they're going to be standing by. I just want to get them mobilized. It looks like we're in the countdown to war right now. So nobody else is going to get involved other than France. Does Mexico just back down here? Let's see. War may break out here due to France's involvement. Okay, so I'm going to send Braxton Sprigg here over to the New York Jalisco front is the one that we need. Cool. Looks like war did break out. That's fine. So we shouldn't have that big of a problem. And yeah, we are done with all those naval base constructions. I wouldn't mind... Let's see. We need to do something with those naval bases, right? Insufficient taxation capacity in Oklahoma. We should look at that. We've got some railways here. So we're going to need 2 additional in New York, 1 in Pennsylvania, 1 in Ohio, 1 in Kansas, 1 in South Dakota, and 1 in Mexico, and 1 in Yucatan. Fair enough. We also need to put in a government administration in Oklahoma. Now, we need an admiral. And we're going to have this be Dixie. And then we're going to recruit another admiral from, I think, Mexico. Our goals here will be to essentially blockade all of these areas. So, I'm going to promote this guy up. He's going to need a lot more flotilla command limit. Okay, I'm going to promote this guy up as well. There we go. And we're going to have these guys patrol coast in Mexico. He's already assigned to that order. And I want the other guy to patrol the coast. Where is he set to right now? He's set to down here. Now, it's kind of awkward patrolling the coast of Mexico because you've got the Gulf of Mexico over here, and you've got this, right? And does the Panama Canal exist at this point? That doesn't look very canal-ish, does it? So maybe not. Getting through that might be interesting. Regardless, we'll see what the French are able to do here. How many troops they're actually able to bring in. So, the war beneath the waves has been succeeded. Our submarines shall indeed strangle our foes. Cool. And we're going to easily win over on these fronts. The real question is over on the Jalisco front. We have forces coming in to reinforce, but they're not going to be there just yet. A land of plenty, huh? Sure. Cool. So the Working Men's Party is definitely going to win this election, right? That's very clear. Very, very clear. We do have an idle mobilized general, and I'm going to send him also to the Jalisco front. Seems like we need more troops piled in there. Now, we are definitely making progress over here on this front, and that looks absolutely fine. That's going to be done fairly soon. We now have a small advantage in the Jalisco front. Cool. And then we've got this over here. I do think that we'll have Guatemala taken over pretty soon. France has begun conscription. But I'm not sure how many troops they can actually get through our navies, right? Now, these navies are not our full naval strength, by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, we just hit $1 billion GDP. Cool. That's absolutely great. We're still positive financially, but that is actually not because we're eating through our investment pool. We're just straight up positive financially. To be clear, we are eating through our investment pool, but we'll still be positive financially. I like it. So we've not activated any conscripts at this point. Oklahoma still has that bad taxation capacity. How long on that government administration? 16 weeks? Okay, fair enough. For the time being, that seems okay. I also do want to think about increasing some electrics industries. Where is that? Here it is. So we would want that to go in Pennsylvania. And I'm going to build this up quite extensively, up to 51. And what is our actual current limit on economy of scale? Plus 50. Okay, that's what I thought it was. So that should do just fine. I am going to move over here, and I'm going to move up 2 pages of these. So we're going to do this. I don't know that that was 2 pages. We moved up a bunch of them. And those are under construction, but it's by no means only constructing electrics industries. Now, I want to go into our buildings, and I want to switch us over on our government administrations to being telephone switchboards. This is going to give us a shortage of telephones, but we're working on it. Cool. So we need to think about potentially additional market access. We have a telephone shortage. We knew that that was going to happen. Market access is... we need one in California. One in Maine, apparently. We might not actually need that. But we'll get those going. I did that at the bottom of the queue. Okay, cool. So France is definitely sending forces over here. Oil turbines have now been unlocked. And from there, we can definitely go for, like, radios or compression ignition. We'll go for compression ignition for right now. That looks good. I do want to get our energy switched over here. So we can switch over to oil-fired plants. Beautiful. That's going to drive up the price of oil, which is expected. We can produce additional oil. No major issues there. We are negative financially right now due to the price of telephones. Fair enough. How long on those electrics industries? Only a few weeks. We have 4 million built up right now. We can run this for a while. Are we winning these battles? This one we sure are. Cool. So actually, yes, we are winning down over here. In Guatemala, things are a little slow. This battle is a little awkward. They have the numerical advantage here. And a lot more defense than we have offense. Fair enough. This is just a bad battle for us to take. I'm not too concerned about that, I think. Like, if you look at the war score here, we are very easily winning this. So that looks good. We do want to get all 4 of these. Something like this. They wouldn't accept this peace deal right now. The Working Men's Party won with 77% of the vote. What does that look like for our government? We can actually just get rid of the petite bourgeoisie and be right back to a righteous government. Done. So that looks good. Mexico is definitely struggling here in terms of their war score. Can they go below 0, though? We'll see if they can. On the right track, huh? Ooh, that's expensive. That is not worth it. That's also not worth it. We don't need to listen to these fraudsters. No improved roads. Fantastic. Honestly, those are not good benefits. Gold was depleted in Sonora. Okay. A hostile admiral sunk 24 of our convoys. We think the attack happened in the Western Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. Okay. Well, we're just patrolling the coasts for now. Goldfields were depleted. Yes, we expected that. Okay, so how are these battles actually proceeding? Poorly is the answer. Dutch people are migrating to Texas, so that's fine. This battle is going in our favor, so that's good. We do have some occupations going on here, but we're definitely having some very awkward battles. No doubt about that. I'd really like to see this front get finished up. Can we promote these guys a bit? I mean, we can. But would it actually benefit us? I'm giving each of these a promotion just to see if they get any additional forces. I don't think they will. Yeah, they don't. Okay, that's fine. So we have a number of units in reserve, right? 75 battalions in reserve. So Dixie and Central America. So I'm going to get us another general in Dixie. We'll go with this guy. He'll command 26. And then we'll get him promoted up to 52, and then promoted again up to 70. Apparently we just didn't have one from Dixie. Okay. Well, we'll just go ahead and send him over to... I really want to clean up this front. So the Chiapas front. We'll send him down there, and we are definitely seeing really good war support here. So they have 116 reasons to not accept this peace deal yet. They'll accept it soon enough. We do find ourselves building up a bit of debt. That's not shocking. Central American people are moving to Yucatan. Sure. We're completely okay with that. So we need to get Guatemala fully under our control, right? That is definitely something that we need. What is these numbers? Oh, that's a really good battle for us. I love it. This is an amazing battle. Beautiful. Serbian people are moving to Veracruz. We like it. What about this battle? How's this one? Really, really awkward. I don't like it. I don't think that's a good battle, to be honest. We definitely don't want to attack Oregon until this is over, right? And France is delaying this. That's for sure. What is this battle? 1 to 76. Okay, that's a really good battle. Is that same battle? Maybe. That was very successful, though. Cool. What about... Oh. Mexico just capitulated. Cool. So that means only Guatemala is left in this, right? France and Guatemala. Yes. So we still want to conquer Guatemala. Our armies are going to move over here. In fact, they already have. So we should see some absolutely fantastic battles here. We have huge numbers of troops here. But Mexico capitulating there is actually a very big deal. So we're going... Oh my, I need to cough, I think? Indeed. Fantastic. Okay, so we need to build a railway here. I want to make sure that there's a railway built in all of these new states. We're going to need to do something like that. We also need to incorporate the 2 new states. Although we can wait to do all of this until we have Guatemala under our control, right? That should be absolutely fine. I don't think there's a problem there. This battle is going in our favor, and we'll continue to do so. Excellent. So France is not doing well in this war. Obviously. We have a 60% advantage here. And all of our forces are conglomerated here, right? That looks good. This battle is good. We win this one easily. No problem whatsoever there. So I think this war is in the bag at this point. This is not us, so we don't care about that necessarily. This war is largely in the bag. We just need these guys to accept this peace deal. We have 47 and 39 reasons against it. Noted. So this battle is very solid, but it is taking a while. No doubt about that. Hey, Guatemala capitulated. Okay, so we are now at peace. Beautiful. So with us being at peace, that is great. We do need to go through and make sure that there's at least 1 level of railway in each of these new locations. We only had the, 1 new state over here. Correct. Okay, we need to make sure that we are incorporating Guatemala, which we will definitely do. And now I want to go through and make sure that there's level 1 of each of these in every location that we have, just for auto expansion purposes. Cool. We'll build a dye plantation. Quite a bit of sugar plantations here can be built. A tobacco plantation. Excellent. And we'll do the same thing for our resources, although we're going to max out our gold mines in Sonora. Iron mines in Jalisco and Guatemala. Looks good. Nothing for oil, nothing for sulfur. We do have a logging camp that we need. Ooh, rubber plantations. These were straight up maxing out. Beautiful. Fishing wharves in both of these locations, and no whaling stations to be built. Okay, so we've got 26 weeks in our construction queue. So we're still going to see some auto construction here. We are still negative financially right now, but we can turn down our military if we need to. And I think that we absolutely should. So we're going to turn our military down for the moment. And our conscription center, of course, can be maxed out. There we go. That'll do. Sea lane strategies sounds good as well. Modern ports. And we need to go through all of these, make sure that they're set to auto-expand and set to chemical fertilizers, tractors, and publicly traded. Mechanized slaughterhouses, electric fences, and publicly traded, and auto-expanding. Auto-expanding. And auto-expanding if we could, but we can't. So automated irrigation, rail transportation, auto-expand. Same thing here. This should be also publicly traded. Cool. Automatic irrigation, rail transportation, publicly traded. And the same thing for tobacco plantations. Cool. Sugar plantations and banana plantations, all of these get put onto the top level of production. So we're going to have some financial issues, I think, for a bit here, although this is looking good. We're back to positive already. So that's a very, very good sign. Fishing wharves can be on steam trawlers and publicly traded. What else do we need? Nothing. Okay, that looks good. So oil has been discovered in Ontario. We'll deal with that eventually. We do want to... Arts Academy can go down to film art, and we may as well. The urban centers should be on arcades, electric streetlights, public motor carriages. Cool. And we have established the film arts. Cool. Mass propaganda. Sounds good. So going through here, shipyards need to be still split up the way that they are here. Auto-expand our electric industries if needed. And paper mills should be on the top tier of production. Same with tooling workshops. And furniture manufactories. And that should be it. Fantastic. So our electrics industries are nearly done. We also have railways in a couple of locations finishing here. Just checking through here. There's a railway in Guatemala. Okay. That's fine. So we're definitely going to need to continue to work on this market access and insufficient taxation capacity as well. We will get rid of these trade routes. Okay. Electrical capacitors has been unlocked. We'll go through our production methods again in a bit. I just queued up 11 railways here. I did not intend to do that. Let's bring that back to 3, which is the actual number I meant to do. There we go. And we're going to get 2 in New York, 1 in Vermont, 1 in Massachusetts. We're going to get 1 in Mississippi, 1 in Oklahoma. Anything else that we need? That should be it for now. We also have insufficient taxation capacity in Veracruz, Oklahoma, and Yucatan. So we'll need government administrations in Oklahoma, in Veracruz, and Yucatan. Not necessarily in that order. Okay, fantastic. What else do we need here? Well, we definitely do need to get our economy recovered a bit. So expanding all of this will be useful. For sure. We can think about attacking Oregon. But I did want to go through those buildings and get those electrical capacitors done. So electric sewing machines and automatic power looms. Looks good. We can go down to brine electrolysis. What else do we have? Government administrations should be on telephone switchboards. Is that everything? Looks like it. Cool. So we're very negative financially right now. We're going to cut our military wages to deal with that a bit. Yep, oil in Arkansas sounds good. And why are we so negative right now? Honestly, I think it's probably due to market access, primarily. Bolt-action rifles were just unlocked. Okay, cool. Yeah, primarily market access should be the major issue there. Okay, so with bolt-action rifles unlocked, is that something in our arms industries? Yes. Okay, so we'll get that moved down. Rubber was just discovered in Panama. Cool. We're very happy about that one. Can we move anything down over here? I don't think so. No. Cool. So we are constructing away. Working our way out of this economic hole that we almost found ourselves in. I say almost because we're really, really close to getting this turned around. And if we weren't constructing, it would be insane. Absolutely insane how much money we were making. Remember, we're paying $800K on construction goods right now. So it would be nutty. What is this? Great Britain is attacking Revolutionary New South Wales. They're actually being attacked by Revolutionary New South Wales. I don't care about that. I would like to go after Oregon. It's not the moment to do that economically at this moment. Expensive government goods. What was that? Steel? Okay, sure. I want to check in here. Specifically, what I want to see is how are we doing on these railways and government administrations? Those are still being worked on, so I think we need to give it a little bit of time. Our low market access is the primary issue that we're having economically right now. So what that ends up meaning is that this almost drop-off in our GDP that we're seeing isn't real. It's only created by this market access. So that's completely okay. What is this? I don't care. We'll declare neutrality in that as well. We are building a lot of things. There's no doubt about that. Let's go through our railways again. And, well, actually, we should actually give this enough time for these railways to finish up. 3 weeks on that. Let's just be patient. So that's looking good. The railways will eventually finish. I want to check in our technologies. Electric railways gives us electric trains, giving us more transportation and infrastructure per level. So electric railways would be a good thing to go after soon. Pasteurization is being exposed right now. In terms of military, we haven't worked too much on that. We're plenty powerful. And for society, we're working on macroeconomics right now. Okay, sure. And mass propaganda. That all seems fine. Oil rush subsidies are expiring. Sounds good. Man, this is a lot of construction. No doubt about that. Those railways are now done, so we should think about building one in Mexico, one in Oklahoma, one in Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, actually 3 in Pennsylvania, and 2 more in New York, and 1 in California. I put those all at the bottom of the list, and that should be okay. It's not a major issue right now, except for Pennsylvania, actually. You know, we should move these up. Okay, we'll move all of those up, and apparently the coal mines as well. That's fine. And all of this will get done pretty quickly, really. We're building incredibly fast. But we could be building faster, couldn't we? The answer is yes. Yes, we could. But we don't really want to. At this point, I want to go after Oregon. That is the next goal. But we need to get our economy whipped into shape for that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Spartan News, Unisil, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.